Hey, you. Welcome back to the channel. And guys, today we want to talk about The Defenders. Episode 1, The H Word. So, guys, we've been waiting on The Defenders, and so far, kind of mixed reactions, mixed reviews as far as I can see going around with the internet, similar to what we got with the Iron Fist. So, I'm only through episode 1, guys. I wanted to binge watch this weekend, the first weekend of uh, the Defenders coming out. Not moving through the episodes as quick as I would like to. I'm just on episode 1, so in the future, what I'll probably do is I'll do several episode reviews at once, all depending on how fast I get through the series. So far we're just starting with the first episode and just my thoughts going into it. What I think is going to happen, and how I feel about the mood of it so far. So uh, don't get much episode 1. However, I thought the story was well done. I just liked us getting settled with the Defenders, them getting settled in. So I think it started off pretty strong, pretty good. Nothing happened really, nothing really big action pack. Of course, we got a fight sequence in the beginning with the Iron Fist chasing down the Hand Steel and having nightmares about Kung and not being there for the inhabitants. When he left, his own selfish desires, and end up endangering, his homeland there of Kung. So we got that with Danny, and we got Jessica Jones and her snarkiness again. Something I like, and that's another thing. As I'm hearing a lot of mixed reviews. Something just about Jessica Jones. I just like everything they do with Jessica Jones. I have a hard time. If anything went wrong in the series, I don't think it would be Jessica Jones' part, because I just like how she's written. I like how she acts this role. How her character's written, how the actress portrays her, and so I always thought it worked very well. But now teaming her up with people, I could see potential problems with that. Of course, in episode 1, they don't encounter each other as of yet, and Jessica's still running her detective agency, and she's reluctant about getting on board with a case that's come up that's piquing her interest, and I think it's going to tie in this team together. And so we get Jessica, starting to open up with that. Luke's just gotten out of prison. He's coming back home. Um, and, still concerned about what's going on in Harlem since his absence. And, of course, uh, he wants to do good in Harlem, protect Harlem. Mariah's still present in Harlem. Shades is still present in Harlem. So, I'd imagine they're going to explore that more with his character if they continue on, with the Luke Cage, seasons. Uh, and we got, of course, Matt Murdock. Matt, um, you know, struggling with trying to give up being Daredevil, and trying to just be Matt Murdock, and hard struggle he can't seemingly get through, his day to day, life, and without, reflecting back on what it was like to be Daredevil, and what it meant for him to be Daredevil. And he's lying that, basically, lying about being okay with accepting a normal life, being Matt Murdock. He's ignoring a lot of crimes going on through the city, a lot of situations he can help to make the city better, to make the city even more safer. So his whole story this episode is that struggle, and you know the person he's going to become this point moving forward. Um, and I liked all of that. Of course, we got introduced to a powerful character at the seems to be at the head of a faction of the Hand. Portrayed by Sigourney Weaver, and her name escapes me at the moment. But I like Sigourney's acting. I like what they're doing with her character. Madame Gao seems to be an underling of her, and I'll have to research this character in the upcoming episodes. Give y'all guys a great more detail. I'm not sure if she's from the comic books though, but she may very well be. But we'll do some research on that so we can get a little bit more insight into that. But guys, just like the mood of it so far, like the storyline of it so far, although we didn't get really any action, we just got a lot of setup to what's been happening with these characters, left off with the characters. Uh, as always, a great introduction into the Marvel shows, specifically on Netflix. I've even Iron Fist. I've liked all of their introductory introductions into the episodes and into their perspective shows. And this is no different. The Defenders. It seems to be this melving, this mesh of all their various introductions into one, and you get kind of a mixed feel of the themes trying to represent each character. So like that. So guys, I'm actually kind of shocked with the mixed reviews. Going into this episode, a lot of times when they do these shows, usually the first episode is kind of weak, and then that kind of puts a little bit of fear there. But with the opening episode of The Defenders, I thought it was actually pretty good. I thought it was a good setup to let us know what's been going on with these characters. So as we do future episodes, guys, we can get into where the show has slipped up, what it got right. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the first episode as much as I did. If you like content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, take care.